Today's coverage brought to you by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Today it's live third round coverage of the Alberta Classic. And now we go down to the first hole. Warm-ups are done, first two rounds in the book, and Frank, this is where careers are made, on the weekends at these kinds of championships.
This is also what you hope for too in professional golf. You know you've got your good stuff. We've seen that through the first 2 days. Put yourself in a great position. Just 36 holes to go. You're looking at that first hole and what the weekend might unfold. That's the beauty of this game.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
All in all, Frank, doesn't look too bad.
Just maybe a little right of the flag.
Just a case of a hole suiting the player's eye. Made the birdie yesterday, and he has a good chance to make another one today. Not a gimme, but well within his range. So the dominant performance continues.
Yeah, we're watching two tournaments right now, the one at the top and the rest.
Here at the par 3 second hole, just about 170 yards.
Should be safely on deck.
Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
How about this? Birdies at 1 and 2. We could be in for something pretty special today. Well, Frank, as we get to the third hole here at par 5, it feels to me like you need to be at a minimum 1 under through the first 3 holes or you're losing ground to the field.
You're exactly right. Chance here for birdie or eagle too. This is one of those holes you can just wind it up and let it fly. And you'll certainly get a good reward with a big tee shot.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Nice position, short grass, second shot. This is looking really good. That is classy.
No chance of going in.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. No problems early, looks good.
It does look good. This bodes well. We might be in for a very, very low round today.
Frank, when you play Banff, you get some of these wow moments where you stand on the tee and you say, ooh, look at
this is one. Yeah, this is one of them, Rich. Yeah, the elevation change from tee to green is quite dramatic. Consequently, you're going to have to club down a little. At least 2 clubs shorter than what that yardage says on the card.
Frank, it hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
You wonder what he's thinking on that.
Solid play, heart of the green. Par here's fine, isn't it, Frank? Frank, what's the key here at the 5th hole? It's par 4, 424 yards.
The first real stringent tee shot of the day. 3 bunkers, first one not really in play. That third one in the distance, unless you're someone like a Bubba Watson, you should be able to aim at that and not reach it.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Just an excellent shot right there. About 5 feet away. Good chance. Almost. Wow. Just a little too much juice on that birdie putt, Frank.
It was bold. Very bold.
Just a couple of feet. That is a solid par putt. Frank, you played at the highest level all over the world. What was a comfortable yardage for you on holes like this?
I actually had a club, believe it or not, that just the grooves on it, it would go 105 yards. It was a lofted sand iron, whether it was out of the first cut or up or the fairway. So if I could hit it around 100 yards, I could almost hit that distance with my eyes closed. After that, 70 yards was the next one. So everybody has that little sort of sweet spot with the wedge.
So that means on a hole like this, you were looking for something off the tee in the 265 to 270 range, and that would put what club in your hand?
Just in those days, it was a 53-degree sand iron, yeah.
That's well played. Now a good look at birdie. Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie on this hole yesterday. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knock it in for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it's going to hurt the course.
Good putt. Well, Frank, how about this hole? 602 yards, a par 5, although I guess I shouldn't be that surprised. It's 602 yards these days for a long hitter.
What do you say? It's a drive and a 7-iron?
That's a mid-range par 5.
Well, yeah, 2 woods. The longer hitters will definitely get at home there, especially in good conditions. But bunker down the left, avoid that, carry that, and then we can think about the second shot.
Get down. Lay down. Just averted danger right there. So close.
What is he able to like?
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Now to hole number 8. It's another par 3 with some water, Frank, but only 150 yards. This is the shortest hole in the golf course.
The distance control is still very important here. If you can get the right distance, you could perhaps aim 10 or 15 feet left of the flag. You're only going to have a 10 or 15-foot putt. So just think of that. Water on the right there. Maybe just aim a little further to the left. You can still make birdie.
Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Just love the variety here on the front side, Frank, coming off that short par 3 8th. Now we go to another par 5 to round out the side, 501 yards.
And the third par 5, interesting front 9 here. 3 par 5s, 3 par 3s and 3 par 4s. This one not the longest par 5, but still reachable. This one you have to be a little bit careful though. This is probably the toughest driving hole on the front 9 with regard to par 5s.
It should be pretty good right there, on the safe side.
Well, not too bad. It's about 23 feet away.
He didn't hit the flagstick, but he still has a chance. Well, you couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. So a tester from 4 feet. Ooh, good effort right there. Almost made it. Nudge this one home, finish it up. Nothing wrong with that par putt. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Pretty far from the hole, but still on the green, and that's never too bad. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Looks like he just misread that. Don't be short. Just another couple of turns, Frank.
In this situation, Rich, a bogey's not all that bad. Still has the lead.
So off the long par 3 10th, we are at the 11th hole, 417-yard par 4, Frank.
It looks like a straightaway par 4, Rich, but if anything, the hole actually bends to the left, and you really want to follow that natural contour of that. Just sort of draw it off those bunkers on the right, or just simply carry it over the ones on the left. But ideally, down the left side, it avoids that pine tree that's further down.
That's an absolute tracer right there. In the fairway and well over 320 yards. Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
This putt for par. Did the job right there. All right, on to the 12th hole, 442-yard par 4. What do you like about this hole, Frank?
Just a nice par 4 that sort of bends to the player's right. A lot of people will just stand up here, grab the driver. I don't really think you have to do that, Rich. The hole's not overly long. Just something short or down that left side. You're only going to have a short iron in for your second shot.
Outstanding tee shot.
Yeah, ball's sitting up. You don't have to worry about the wind or anything there. You just take a full-blooded cut at the second shot from here.
Well, Frank, certainly a chance to make a 3 here, but there's also a little bit of a risk.
Yeah, like a few of the greens on this golf course, if you just miss that target there, the ball has a tendency to run off in a different direction. Anything left of the flag here is liable to run towards the left. Could even kick into that bunker.
Had a birdie here yesterday in their close. Great opportunity for another one. Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
That's good work. That's a good par right there. Well, Frank, here's another pretty long par 3, the 13th here at Banff Springs, 225 yards. What's the right play?
Well, unless they have that flag all the way in the back, that first 2/3 of the green is just like a nice big circle. You hit it anywhere on that, you can have a putt of some 20-25 feet maximum for birdie.
Good, clean contact and a nice result. And a chance for birdie coming up.
It's that sneaky distance.
Just slides by.
Yeah, can't afford to miss too many of those out here today.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. That is a painful miss right there. And a bogey, drop shot here at the 13th. Just a tap in to finish the hole. That's a bogey, but still in the lead.
We start to see shots in hand really valuable.
Well, here we are at the 14th hole. It's a par 4, 442 yards. You like this hole, Frank?
I do, but if you were spraying it off the tee here, then there's all sorts of problems. Bunkers left, trees right. This is a fairway you must hit.
That is just a beautiful shot. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
This is a good-looking shot. That will be a great look at birdie. Shouldn't be a problem here.
Yeah, a little unlucky there.
It's a very makeable putt here. He is currently 5 under for his round. He's made it. And Frank, ahead on the green, you could have a really crazy putt if you're not careful.
This is probably the most undulating green on the golf course, so you do not want to be going in with too flat a second shot.
Great line. What a great shot. He has really hit it a long way. Frank, I'm always fascinated by the way professionals approach the game and how different it is from us amateurs. You're not just standing up and hitting a shot, hoping to catch it on the middle of the face. You're thinking about lower high, left to right, or right to left.
Yeah, there's two schools of thought, really. You're either moving the shot away from something or towards something. So this is a great example here. You could be moving the ball away from the left side of the green, but closer towards the flag. Now putt for par.
This would give him the par. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, the 16th hole, 414 yards, par 4, is nicknamed GOAT. Would that be greatest of all time, or is it just because the possibility you could see old Billy out there in the Canadian Rockies?
I'd like to think it's the greatest of all time. I've never seen a GOAT hit a draw, that's why, and that's what's needed off this tee once again. The first bunkie should easily be able to carry that, and, well, if you're the greatest of all time, this is a fairway, you'll certainly hit.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
This for another birdie on this hole on the week. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Just 2 holes left here at Banff Springs, and Frank, another par 4. This one, short, 374 yards.
He's loading up on it.
Look at the coil there.
Rich, that is annihilation of a golf ball.
Absolutely love it. I mean, he just tore that thing to pieces. He moved that one out there, but he is not going to like the lie.
That moved down in the rough.
Get down. Lay down. Oh, my goodness, he just made that. I cannot believe it.
I was thinking he might get it close. And just a great shot.
Here we are at the 18th at Banff Springs, 578-yard par 5. Frank, did you like to finish a round with a par 5?
Certainly if I could birdie it, that's for sure. And there's a good chance here at 18 you can, but there's bunkers galore. They're all in play for various standards of play. But the reward is if you can pump one down the middle of the fairway there, and then you reduce this par 5 to simply a drive and an iron. Rich, there's great drivers of the ball. We've seen Norman, Nicholas over the years, but that there is just excellent. Lovely full turn. Plenty of power, and just piped it.
Made it look easy right there, and he's such a good-looking player. When he's dialed in, swinging the way he is right now, just a pleasure to watch.
Should be safely on deck. He needs a sort of miracle putt.
Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Well, that was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
He'd love to get this one. Big putt for birdie. And he has it for birdie. That wraps up the third round. Just one more to go before we crown our champion.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm looking at my crystal ball, Rich, but that champion that we see tomorrow might be the one just sitting at the leaderboard on top of it right now.